Hello everyone, it's been quite a while since I last posted a video, and I have my excuses, but today, right now, is not the time for excuses. So, I came up with this a while ago, but I never recorded it. It's basically a modification of Sethbling's lock. So, of course, a lock would only work in a multiplayer world because there's no point in locking if you're the only one playing in your world. So it has to be in a multiplayer world. It has to be in a multiplayer server, not world. So it has to be multiplayer, and you have to be able to have protection, because honestly, a lock is going to do nothing for you if someone just breaks right through it. So you need protection. And another thing is, you only need a lock if you want other people to access your base. So, if you remember, or if you've ever seen Sethbling's lock mechanism, he basically uses a map as a lock, which for a number of reasons is ideal as a key. Whoops, shift clicking mechanism. So locks, so maps are great keys because, as you can see, the more maps you make, the more variety you get. So basically, you can see there's a map, so it's ID number 358, and then there's a /0. The /0 is the damage value, I think. So /0 means that was the first map I made. This means it was the second map I made. So as you can see, each map is considered a different item depending on the number that you make. So, if you make your own maps and you set one as your lock, all you have to do is throw it in and the door will open. And as you can see, the map is not here anymore. To get it back, you come down here to this chest and there's your map. Now, to close it, of course, I haven't actually, put a closing mechanism. So for now, we're just going to pretend that I closed it. Right? So it's closed. Now say I am some malicious imposter who wants to break into your base. And I see, oh, this is your lock. Well, I'm going to try throwing in my own map. Well, as you can see, it was taken, but the door didn't open. And that's because the hopper just stores it. So since you can access the hopper from out here, if people try to jam it, it doesn't matter because they don't go anywhere, and the next person who wants to put something in can just take out what they tried to jam it with and just put in their own key, and it will work. So this is a simplified version, as I said, of Sethbling's lock mechanism. And basically, his was, you throw in a map, it would drop down and a dispenser would shoot out the same map. And so by the item stacking mechanism, basically where multiple items will stick together on the ground if they're the same item. So using that mechanism, it tests if the map is the same one as the key map. And if it is, it opens the door. So I do the same thing here, except it's simplified because it's in 1.5 and we now have hoppers. And basically what we have is this hopper, which is just the collector hopper. There's nothing special about it. It just collects any item you drop on it. But it puts it into this hopper, and this hopper is a special one. Basically, we have here a comparator, and inside the hopper are all these keys. Now, you want 22 keys, basically 4 and then 18 in the first one. And what's special is once you have a comparator here, you can see it's outputting only a signal length of 1. Once you have more than 22 in this hopper, it will output a signal of 2. Now, as you can see right now, the items are staying in the hopper, and that's because the hopper is being powered by a feedback loop. And as you can see, once it reaches 2, once you add one more map, once it goes above 22 keys, it's going to output a signal length of 2. Now ignore this stuff and this stuff for now because that isn't essential to what we're doing. So basically, it would outgo signal length of 2, so this torch would invert, and this line would turn off, meaning a map, or a key, however you like to say it, can drain from this hopper. So that means no matter how many you put in, you're going to have a constant value of 22 in this hopper, and that's how it works. If you don't have 22 in here, it's not going to work. And yeah, so like I said, this is all you actually need. Now let's say someone is, I don't know, they don't know how it quite works, and they decide to put, you know, hundreds or a stack of maps in there at a time. Well, it doesn't matter, because it's just going to sustain a signal length of 2, so then this line will be off, so the hopper will be unpowered, so it'll be unlocked, meaning the maps will keep draining until the signal length goes back to 1 and the torch can reinvert. And when it goes back to 1, you're going to end up with 22 back in this hopper, so it's a nice system. And again, if you want to retrieve it, you just come back here and get it from the chest. Now, of course, all this junk, this is just to show you that it works. For instance, if I throw in a correct item here, well, see, I have to reconnect that. But basically, this was just a chain up to the light to show you to prove that it actually did work. But I'm going to destroy that for now because I don't need it. And this down here was just a flip-flop controlling a really simple gate. And that's about it. So that's what I had. And yeah. So another thing, wait, nah, I'm going to keep that for another time. So I hope you guys liked it, and I hope I'll see you guys next time. This is really fun to do, even though I haven't done it in a couple weeks or so. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.